Welcome to Packaging Mantra. Today we'll be talking a little bit about what is packaging design and what are the 5 C's of packaging design. Let's understand what is design when I say packaging design. Packaging design is not just, making a great sticker or probably having information put out there of how your product should look or how aesthetically it is, or trying to be poppy or trying to be very minimal or trying to be very organic and putting the leaves around. That is just a design. That is just elements coming across to probably form a certain sense of information. But packaging design is a 5-second story which the customer will only spend on your product. If he is walking by on a shelf and he just looks at it and he's like, okay, and he'll probably invest the first 5 seconds in your product. And if you are able to give your story in that 5 seconds, then he will spend more time in understanding it, knowing more about it, grasping other things, relating himself with it, and probably then becoming a lifetime customer. But how do we tell this 5-second story? Let's explore together. To achieve this 5 seconds story, I have made or simplified rather with 5 C's that you should always keep in mind before you start your packaging design. The first C, connect. If your TG belongs to this category, then probably your packaging could be something like this. If your TG looks something like this, then probably this would also look good with that TG. But if your TG is like this, and if you try to sell this, it probably will fail majorly. And this is a very, very common mistake that I every time see when I walk into supermarket store. Aesthetic of the packaging or the look of the packaging is always somewhere misconnect between the TG and the kind they're selling. Clients, especially startups, always think that my product is for everyone and everyone will buy it. No, it cannot be possible. It might be consumed by everyone else with probably a feeling of nostalgia or probably a feeling of taste or probably solving certain problem with the kind of ingredients that you would use. But your packaging cannot be relatable or satisfiable to everyone. So always keep in mind that you need to always bring in a connect with the aesthetic. The second C is clarity. Now, when you are selling a product, if you observe the roadside sellers who are selling jackets, they're like, 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 100 rupees, right? The reason why they scream out is because there is a clarity in terms of selling, because you will buy the product on a roadside only if it is cheap. If he's selling 100 rupees, you already seen the product, what it is. He does not have any marketing material, but there is a sense of superb clarity that is bringing. Similarly, if you look at these products, 2-minute noodles, 3-minute breakfast, 21% fruit, it is screaming out louder than the logo size. And the reason being, if you know now, with all the memes and all the possibilities, Maggie 2-minute noodles, you know that it is not going to happen in 2 noodles, but you are branding it in such a way that you are bringing in a clarity कि आप 2 मिनट में बन जाएगा. इंडिया में 2 मिनट में कुछ नहीं बनता है. But you are bringing in a clarity, or you are bringing in a sense of awareness to the customer that 2-minute noodles means, okay, it will be quick for me. Now, in your marketing materials or in your collaterals or in your ad films, you'll probably go and elongate that to having into 2-minute noodles, how it is made, what it is made, showing it with kids, showing it with love, showing it with couples. That is a different story altogether. But on a packaging level, 2-minute noodles brings a recall. So if you have a product which is an essential or which you feel is something that will bring a difference with some ingredient or a time specific or advantage of a size specific, or if you are feeling that it is a quantity is a specific, then highlight it so that you win it over your competitor. Third C is confidence. Now, confidence is again when you are making a product or when you are having a product which is equal or which is equivalent to your competitors or has same kind of ingredients or same form or similar price point, then this is what happens. Look at this. There are 3 packaging here or 3 products with a similar category and probably have a little bit of difference in kind of taste and quality. But if kept in front of you and if at the same price point and if you are at an unknown place and if you have to pick it up, it is easier for you to pick up place, it is easier for you to pick up tags because you feel a certain sense of confidence. You feel that, okay, certain sense of trust comes in with the kind of packaging that you're doing. Whereas if you sell it in loose packets, it wouldn't really work. If you have to embed confidence in your customer, always look at it of how will you bring the finish, how will you bring a certain sense of cleanliness, how will you bring in a certain sense of messaging which builds the confidence with the customer. customer. We spoke about connect, but that connect will also have to be brought in if it is culture specific. Now, look at these two examples, Yoga Bar and Anand. Anand is a very, very local product who's selling sweets and who's selling some savories, right? But the sense of connect that he is building in with his packaging really connects when you're going on a gifting occasion. If there is a Diwali or there is a puja and you have to gift it across to your friend or your family, it really feels authentic in terms of gifting it. Yoga bar on the other side is like for someone who is like on everyday on a fitness or someone who is trying to be cool. Yoga bar is like literally a chikki, what you call in Kannada, right? It's like a peanut bar, what we have. But now it is sold as a multi-grain energy bar. But it is a necessity because, again, going back to the previous point, which is confidence plus relatability. These bars served a certain purpose. They gave the clarity of what they're selling, and it also builds the confidence that, okay, I'm going to buy this. And now today it is a category in itself. Instead of selling it in a transparent plastic or a glass jar of selling chikki, they brought in yoga bar, which built a certain sense of cultural connect with the customer. Similarly, if you look at Lindt, if you break down to the ingredient level of Lindt, it's the same cocoa, same milk and same chocolate, and probably most of the ingredients are also sourced from India. But it's a Swiss chocolate. You are bringing in that essence of richness. So if you are also trying to build that premium segment, it's like difference between bourbon biscuit and dark fantasy. So similarly, again, if you want to bring in a sense of culture with international positioning to yourself, then invest in the packaging. Another example which I'm giving here is of Kerala banana chips, a very famous brand from Shark Tank. Beyond chips, very basic packaging, not that well thought in terms of aesthetic. Put up some coconut trees, put up some banana chips. There is a guy holding it, but it looks so authentic to its cultural value that you feel कि हाँ यार ये केरला में ये बना हुआ है, ये पता है. ये लेज अगर सेम चीज banana chips बेचने लगेगा ना, you'd still prefer that. I would rather go with Kerala banana chips because you know that it is more authentic. The last C is creativity. It is very, very subjective, but still you can make it objective. There are many ways to look at it from an objective perspective. Look at this example. It's a very simple raw pasta in terms of penne or in terms of other forms which is being sold, but a very creative outlook to it in terms of hairstyle. It is trying to cater to a segment of mid to rich class who is probably buying this, and the manufacturing cost wouldn't be much of a difference. But you know in which form you're getting it, but you're telling it in a very creative way. That builds a certain sense of connect. You could also bring in creativity in terms of messaging. If you know this famous change that Coca-Cola brought into packaging, this is for my bhai, this is for my mummy, this is for my papa. It's a creative thought of how will you connect your family, or how will you connect with the position that you have of open happiness with your brother, open happiness with your sister. Another example I would give of a very local Indian brand, Parachute, where they designed the bottle in terms of a form of a woman's body. It's a complete product focused on women, Parachute body lotion, and the curve structure is beautifully executed in terms of form, color, and the product what they're trying to sell comes together to build the story. And as I said, with this you can actually build in a 5-second story of your brand. So next time when you are thinking about packaging, always keep these 5 C's, which is connect, clarity, confidence, culture, and creativity. But you might ask, Rohit, you are talking big things. Have you really done something about it? So here is one simple example of how we actually implement these into our packaging. And see, sometimes as a creator, I need to take decisions of which C that I need to take on top, and not necessarily that I have to be taking all the C's. Even if I take 2, 3, 4 and do a good job with it, I think half of the problem is already solved. And with the kind of budgets or kind of capacity that the client has, you can take a call that, okay, can I push it to this level? Does this PG really need all 5 C's, or should I be a little bit more basic to it? What it? Here is an example of a very basic brand which used to sell millet breakfasts. It's a healthy option or a healthy alternative to instant breakfasts which are in the market. Brand is called Millet Home. I'll take this example of how this packaging of masala huri hittu. Huri hittu is basically, it's like a malt, it's a ragi malt, and it has some spices in it. Now the goal was we want to target young working professionals who skip their breakfast, as it's tough to make quick. So rather, these generations who don't have the tier 1 people who don't have time to make breakfast, they are skipping breakfast. To avoid this solution would be really helpful for them and not for the others. The others are already buying it for a functional purpose and they don't have a requirement as such on this level that we need to market to them. The competition here is ready to eat segment. The kind of visual imagery they built in the ads built the whole story of it. But this actually goes back to our native roots of India, of what was earlier the breakfast. Now, what are the problem in this? Let's break it down. The brand name can't be read easily. Only Kannadiga audience can understand this. Masala Huri Hit. When I say Masala Huri Hit, probably people who are watching, half of you don't even know what is Masala Huri Hit. Ready to eat is not explained anywhere. And how to do it is not explained anywhere. Only a few USPs are explained and size of the pack is explained on the side. And the image is, I would say, as pathetic as it could get. Now, there could have been 100 ways to do it, but let's take it and break and solve the problem of what you're trying to do, right? This is the kind of audience that you're trying to cater, who is, of course, as I said, eating chocos or muesli or noodles. And this is the kind of competition that we have. Like, there is MTR, there is Kellogg, there is ID, and then there is us who is probably selling the similar item. Now, this is how we solved it with our take on how the packaging could be. Now, if you observe, what we did was we made a design system which ensures that the visibility of the product or what is the product is clearly understood by the customer. We gave the hierarchy of the product name bigger than the brand name, because when you are walking on the supermarket, when you're walking in the supermarket and you are looking at the product, you just have a few seconds to grasp their attention, because that is your first seller. And you need to tell, okay, which is that you're looking at it, and to differentiate with color. Now, with that in mind, what we did was we took the generic name of what people usually remember in a bigger size. Then we also wrote it in a proper English name for it, for those who don't understand. Then we revised the imagery in a better way, and we added a little bit of a surrealistic feel to it by dropping few things or dropping few garnish. Like for in poha, we tried to put the garnish of coriander. In bisibele bath, we tried to put the veggies from as if they are falling from top. And in dosa, we tried to put the fumes going up. Same with idli, we try to probably take the steam out. So this really tried to bring in a sense of freshness to the product, that it is fresh, it is clear, it is clean, it builds the confidence in the customer, it relates or it connects with the kind of customer that you're looking at it. It has a clarity of what the product is, how much they are going to. It gives a clarity of what it contains, how much time does it take for me to prepare it, whether it is gluten-free or not. These are important factors for someone to pick up ready-to-eat products on the shelf. So if I look at it and tick the 5 C's in this, connect. Are we able to connect with the young audience or where you're competing with ready-to-eat products? Yes. Is there a clarity of what is the product and what is it serving? Yes. Does it build confidence of this product is like a branded product? Does it build the brand trust? Yes. Does it showcase the culture of today's modern Gen Z and millennial audience who are looking at it, which is clean, neat, aesthetic? Yes. Does it what is the creative twist to it? Does it have any creative twist? Yes. Last, does it really stand out in the shelf? And if a customer is looking at it, will he be able to read it from the 2 or 3 feet distance? Yes. Here is another brand whom we worked with and how we changed them from what they were to what they are today. Tova was a beverage brand who actually sold infused water. And as a startup, they started with a basic labeling and they took a transparent bottle and designed some hexagon graphic and just put across Tova and some big logo, and we don't know what it is, right? Infused water is an Ayurvedic recipe. It has been in our homes and towns for ages together. My mom used to make, my grandma used to make, and even today in a lot of places, ajwain infused, fennel infused, cinnamon infused. These waters are there because these help in digestion, in help in nutrients, in helps in fighting with the bacteria in our body. All of this is known. But how do we sell this 40 rupees product, which is giving only 350 ml, but can this packaging really sell a 350 ml water? Of course, it's infused, but can it sell 350 ml water for 40 rupees, whereas other competitors are selling water at 10 rupees or 5 rupees, right? I mean, yes, of course, you can make it an overnight success if you get a guy like this, and probably his blessings will lead you to scale in a day. Or you could probably seriously work on your product and bring into on a packaging level and eventually grow it. So here is how we actually did it. So if you look at it, the strategy was very simple. It was to bring in a brand recognition, and it has to, again, going back to 5 C's, right? Is it connecting with the culture? Yes. People, this infused water in a bottle, of course, a 50-year-old or 60-year-old wouldn't be really willing to pay because he knows how to do it at home. But the young or millennials or rich class will be happy to do it, and they have a certain aesthetic, they have a certain connect that I need to do with them, and which was successful, making it minimal and playing with the typography. Does it have a clarity? Yes. We brought in the clarity. We bought the size of the type saying tulsi infused water, cardamom infused water, clove infused water. You actually know what the product is. And next, does it build confidence? Yes. We try to make it clean. We try to bring in that aesthetic. We try to bring in that feel to it. Again, so are we ticking the 5 C's here? Yes. Is there a connect with the class who's buying it? Yes. Because of course, a 60-year-old grandma wouldn't be happy to buy this for 40 bucks. Whereas a millennial or a Gen Z who is having money in his pocket and doesn't know how to do all of this, he'll be happy to pick it up from the shelf. Does it have a clarity? Yes. We brought in the clarity of infused water. You know that it is a flavored water, or it is infused with few ingredients. Confidence. Does the form, the shape, is it like a cheap rip-off of Bisleri, or is it actually making its own language, is what really builds the confidence. So yes, again, we build the confidence with it. Culture. I wanted to bring in the culture of modern generation of minimalism. At the same time, showcase it with our product on the label itself. And last is creativity. What did we really do? We actually had half and half label where the back half is opaque and the front half is transparent, and we made it look like as if you're picking it right from the bottle, that as if the leaves are actually inside. Of course, we cannot put them inside because eventually it will die and it is not the right way to do it. So we actually, the assumption or to create a perception in customers' mind that they are actually going to drink clove, or they are going to actually drink cardamom or cinnamon. We put those ingredients in such a way that as if it's going to look like as if it's in a glass tumbler, right? So 5 C's is what I always look at, and how do I bring into our products. What do you think of the 5 C's, and do you see that fitting into your product? Drop in comments below. Comment the brand name which you really think needs to have these 5 C's and are missing out. We will reach out to them and we will talk to them.